Hey, it's Bree here from the Treehouse. So tonight we are going to be making a healthy version of a Hawaiian Banana Nut Bread. It'll make 2 loaves here. You just, I spray these with a, it's flour, it's pan, it's just a baking, it has the flour already in it, which makes it easy. Oil, flour, and spray the pan stick with that. You're going to turn your oven on to 350 degrees and make sure you preheat it. And I believe, how long do I have to bake this for? For about an hour. You're going to want to stick a knife in it, skewer, and it should come out clean in the center, okay? So approximately about an hour and 5 minutes. If it starts to get too brown on the top, I put a piece of oil over the top. So anyhow. But so you're going to take, first of all, 2 1/4 cups of unbleached all purpose flour. Please use unbleached. Don't use bleached flour. It's just unbleached is healthier for you. And then 3/4 cups of almond flour. You're going to mix that together really good, okay? And then to that, you're going to add 2 cups of erythritol. Okay, that's a lot of, imagine if this was flour, or not flour, imagine if this was sugar that you were adding to this. So you're adding, and it's 2 cups, yes. 2 cups of erythritol. It's a lot better for you than 2 cups of sugar. So you're going to mix this in here, okay? Mix this all nice together here first, okay? And then to that, you're going to add a teaspoon of salt. I use pink salt. So add that. Mix it all through and make sure all your dry ingredients are mixed together really well. Then 1½ teaspoons of baking soda, okay? So you're going to have 1½ teaspoons of baking soda. Baking soda, huh? Yes, 1½ teaspoons. I put a little more baking soda in this than normally for banana nut bread because I'm using the almond flour and it just doesn't rise like normal flour does. And then last but not least, you're going to have a teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon is so good for you in so many ways. So yeah, so mix all that together good. Okay. And then you can add your wet ingredients to it. I would start off probably with, let's add the pineapple. So I could not find crushed pineapple, so I found pineapple tidbits. So I put them in the food processor for a few seconds and made crushed pineapple. You're going to use 1 cup, 8 ounces of crushed pineapple. Then you have 2 cups of mashed bananas. Now, you want your bananas to be nice and ripe. See the brownness here on the skin? So you don't want to use green bananas. The bananas get sweeter as they ripen, and it tastes much better for eating period, for smoothie, whatever. And see, the inside is still really nice. Even if it got a little bit brown, you could still use it for banana nut bread if the inside it. So you're going to add your 2 cups of mashed bananas. And then I have 1 1/3 cups of oil. Okay? We're going to add that in there. Just regular vegetable oil. If you like coconut oil, I've used it before. Don't use it as much. For whatever reason, it just is, it's heavier and the banana nut bread won't rise as much. Then you have 4 eggs that I've beaten up. Okay, add those in there. And again, for your flavor, 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So I'm not going to add the nuts in yet. I have a cup of pecans. You can use walnuts for it if you like to. Walnuts are really healthy for you. I like pecans, so I'm going to use pecans. So you're just going to mix this together here. And I may use my blender here a little bit. It's just mixing, making sure that everything gets mixed well together. Okay, and once you get all of this mixed in, and you're going to add your nuts, and then you're going to put it in the baking pan, and you're going to bake this for probably, I'm going to check it because I have a convection oven, and I've noticed that things bake a little quicker in there than in a regular oven. Most ovens are convection nowadays. So I'll probably check it around 50 minutes. So, but You know, it shouldn't be in there more than an hour to 5 minutes if you just have a regular oven at 350 degrees. Okay, so you see, I didn't even need the blender actually. Everything is really mixed in here well together. And then I'm going to take my cup of pecans, mix them in without spilling them outside the bowl. Okay, mix it all nice together. And then you can freeze it. What I do is I make slices. I cut it into slices after it cools good. And I wrap those slices in some Saran Wrap, or you can put them in a little Ziploc bag, and store them in the freezer and just bring them out whenever you have a slice, or you have somebody over and you want them to try a slice of your banana nut bread. So anyhow, so I'll make sure this is just all the sides of this are straight here. I didn't even need my blender. You really don't need a blender for this, but I got it out just in case. You want to make sure that all your dry ingredients everything is mixed really well, okay? So here we go. Now I'm going to pour this into my baking pans evenly. Half the mixture in one, half in the other. And I'm going to put it into my oven and bake it for an hour, no more than an hour and 5 minutes. I'm going to check it at about 50 minutes to see if it's done. See all the nuts in there. The almond flour, the reason I used a little bit less oil was the almond flour, almonds have some oil in them, so I don't want it to be too heavy that it doesn't rise, and that's why I use a little bit more baking soda as well for this recipe than normally if I just use regular flour. So, but almond flour is just a lot healthier. So, anyhow, I will show you the finished banana nut bread once I get it out of the oven. See you in about an hour. Okay, so I have taken the banana nut bread out of the oven. I put a knife in the middle of it to make sure it was done. It actually took quite a bit longer than I anticipated. I'm not sure why. I've made this before. But anyhow, so you just want to, check. It took probably an hour and a half for these two. And again, I really don't know why before it's taken, less than an hour. So, anyhow, so you just want to check in the middle, 350 degrees. And I did put foil over it so that, the tops wouldn't burn. So anyhow, I'll let you know how it tastes, and I will put the full recipe in the description for this video. I'll turn this around, and thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy your banana nut bread. Happy holidays.